Hello, I'm CJ Miller. I'm in my apartment in Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from the beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Right now, I'm with my aloe vera plant. He basically has his own room. So he's in the windowsill. And no, I just realized, I really need to get out and feed this sucker. So I had to go out and get some plant food. I love this stuff. It's a succulent plant food. It works well with aloe vera. It did last month, so this is the second month that I'm using it. Basically, I take, it says 2 pumps for a larger plant. This is not a large plant, but it's not a newborn. So um, I give it probably 1 or 2 pumps here, there, uh, just a little bit more than what it asked for. Uh, it says 2 pumps for larger pots. Well, you know, uh, this is a bigger plant than whatever. So I gave it probably about 5 to 6 pumps, like one, two, one, two, and one there. You know what I mean? So because it's not wide, but it's deep, and I really want that to saturate. And so what I brought with me is a little bit of water to help the medicine go down. But I do know that if you don't feed a plant once in a while, plants need to eat. They need fertilizer or whatever is good for it. And I'm going to take this back in there in a second. So what I want to do is check out, I think I did the last time, the ingredients on this. Basically, it's nitrogen. Uh, and from that is urea nitrogen, monosyl nitrogen, nitrate nitrogen, blah, 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 blah. Ammonium nitrate, potassium, all sorts of things that are healthy for plants. And I don't know, you know, that's not good for us. We expel that kind of stuff. Uh, so what I'm hoping is that what I felt like the plant was really telling me that, no, I'm not telling me, it didn't talk to me, but by watching it, that it was like, okay, it's starting to maybe look like it could use some food and water. And so you don't want to overwater a plant like this because you can drown them also. You can make the give it root rot. So I try not to do that. I'd rather err on the side of just slightly under watering a plant. Uh, I was going to try to wait till Sunday, but I decided, I don't really want to risk it. When I notice that the soil is dry to the touch on the top layers of it, that's when I feel it's okay to put a little water down. But I don't want so much that it's like pouring into this plate. It's a little plastic plate. It's starting to break apart. Pretty soon I really will have to figure out another way to keep the plant I'll have to repot it. Uh, but I think it's good here for about another few weeks to another month. I've already looked at that. I've turned the plant because, as you can see, uh, the growth has been going in this direction towards me, and that's because this is the side that was facing the window for the last couple of days and taken outside and everything. And so you want to kind of, as you situate, you want to be able to turn your plant and give all sides equal access so they can sort of grow strong. And then when they get heavy, like this does, you want to give it, brace it against a windowsill or a wall or something, and maybe give a little support with some of the rocks or something like that. But yeah, the plant's doing well. It's alive, and I'm happy with it, and I hope it's happy with me. Now stay tuned. We're gonna go look at some dinner. So here we have boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now there was a recipe called milk chicken where people basically would just take milk and pour it over their chicken parts and put it in their oven and bake it and everything. So but this is kind of an inspiration that I'm drawing for that. I took the heavy cream, some of it, and gave it a good shake in the container, kind of give it a little, you know, uh, thickening of that, because you actually could take a container of that heavy whipping cream that's about as filled as it was, and you can, which was basically about half of the way, and you can shake it and it will aerate a little bit. Uh, and it's that's cool because it's kept cold and everything. But I didn't really want a full on unsweetened uh, meringue or anything like that. So, but I just wanted a little cream to put over the chicken. And what to this, I'm actually going to come over these chicken parts and I'm going to rub it in just a moment with some mayonnaise, uh, which is my twist, my touch on it. And the reason why is because I have some dry seasonings that I put together. Here, I have, as it'd be hard to see, there's granulated garlic, dehydrated onion, uh, chili powder, which is over here, the chili powder, ground cayenne red pepper, curry seasoning, and black pepper. And I'm going to take all these, mix them together, and I'm going to rub this on the chicken once I get a little bit of the mayo. I wanted the acidity of the chicken. I'm sorry, the milk. I wanted the milk, the cream and the milk and everything. I wanted it to do its action in breaking down some of those enzymes here. So this has been here for about 20 minutes. So it's now ready for me to go ahead and put a little mayo on. I'm just going to just pour a little mayonnaise out of my jar, and then I'm just going to use my hands to massage it in. And then we're going to get into putting the spices on. And then I'm going to air fry this. I've actually done some convection oven chicken, and I did I haven't done an air fried chicken. And I'm going to do a dry rub with this. It is boneless, skinless chicken thigh. So we'll see what's up. I'll come back with you after the next step, which is adding the mayo and then adding the spices. And then I'll show you how I've got my, I'm going to actually put these on a rack, on a wire rack. And then underneath it, I'm going to have a pan. And I'm going to let that pan hold the foil that the juices can drip onto, so that it won't, mess up the inside too much. It's pretty easy, this cleanup with this air fryer. Now, I did not make this mayo. This did come out of a jar. It's Kraft real mayo. To be honest with you, though, I could make the mayonnaise for real. Like, if I were so inclined to do so, with a little bit of egg, a little bit of oil, and a proper, and I do have a proper mixture and everything like that. So, yeah, just a little patience, and yeah, you can just get in there with it. Because I've worked in enough professional kitchens, and my favorite jobs in those kitchens have always been the job of the garde manger. That's the person who makes the sauces, the salads, the desserts, maybe a little fry cooking, maybe a little grill on the side, but primarily it's the person who takes everything, all the herbs, all your flavor is taken care of by your garde manger. You know what I mean? You may have some sauces and whips and blends that your head chef puts on it and everything like that, but it's your garde manger who makes all that and who learns all about that. If you really want to learn about how food works and flavor, go to a restaurant and work for a couple of seasons as a garde manger. I highly recommend it. So just a head of a warning right now, just a heads up, this next part could look a little unsettling, but hang on, I'm going to show you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, in case you're squeamish. Some people are squeamish about raw food, raw meat, especially when it's deboned, they come off and everything like that. You think it looks gross or whatever. And it's not a particularly pleasing color, but because it's kind of a curry, and you cannot hurry the curry. What I'm going to do, basically, is I'm going to take these bits, give them the roll, because you take a boneless, skinless chicken thigh, it cuts off kind of around the. It's kind of like you could actually easily stuff these, and in a way, I'm going to do that, and basically kind of give it the roll, and then I'm going to put it in on the thing. So we'll have like some soft, tender flavors on the inside, but we really want to get this cooked through and through. We want crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside. That's what I'm going for. And oh, I'm tempted. Do I even want to put some cream cheese? Hell yeah, hang on. Nah, actually I don't. I'm actually going to put these on a wire rack, and the cream cheese would come out, and it would fall through the wire rack, and it would fall to the drip pan. So what I'm going to do is put this on the wire rack, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Then we'll get the bacon. It will bake for probably about 20 minutes, and then it'll be, when I say bake, but it'll air fry for 20 minutes at 400. It should be about done, according to the recipe I read. So there's a lot of room in here. I don't know if I've really just gotten into how much I love this. So I'm using the air fryer function, and we're going to a temperature of 400. And up until just this moment, I thought that was the max temperature. It actually goes up to 450. And it actually, 450, if it retains heat, accumulates and, gets a heat index of much hotter. But anyway, I'll probably will never go that high. Anyway, and then so I'm just going to put the chicken directly on this rack. Underneath it is a roasting pan that I've got covered, and I'm using as a drip tray. And then there's a drip tray below that. So yeah, we want to try to catch as much juices as possible. And if we keep the pieces inside, we should avoid too much splatter. So one of the things that I'm hoping to do here, now that I have these bits positioned a little further away from each other, is I want to get some of that air circulating between the pieces. I get, if you have a little droopy piece, get it and tuck it up here. But yeah, a little space in between the pieces. Push it in, and that's it. Set it for, I'm going to set it for about 20 minutes. 20 minutes, maybe just a little bit past, to accommodate any sort of preheating that needs to happen. And then, yeah, we're just going to check back in with it when the timer's off, and we'll see what's up. All right, without opening the door, here we are. And this is one of the benefits of air frying, especially with these spaced apart, which is what I should have done to the chicken wings. I mean, the chicken legs that I did. When they're spaced apart, the air circulates and gets all the way around them. This is elevated on a rack, so the air will circulate and even get under them. This is going to get crispy on all parts. I'm hoping, but certainly on the top and sides. We're about halfway through cooking. Look how much fat and oil and pan juices have dripped off of that. If I wanted to use that as the starter for a sauce, that would be really well. But this is, this is cool. Using this method. Cleanup is really awesome. I'm loving it. I thought that I maybe would get this and would enjoy it. I did not know I'd love this device as much as I do. It's pretty diverse, so that's cool. And here, looking into the oven, that this has been going for 20 minutes, non-preheated. I could have preheated it. It would have been 20 minutes at 400. I did not preheat, but I went a little longer than 20 minutes. But this is definitely definitely going. I'm going to let this sit in here and crisp up just a little bit longer. I think what I'm going to do is take us back to about 5 or 6 minutes. It's looking really, really well. I'm seeing some pretty crispy bits in there, but I feel like I can get a little bit more crispy with just a little bit more time. So about 6 more minutes on this air fryer setting. And also because the meat is rolled and tucked under itself, I do want to make sure that the thigh meat inside that would be nearest the bone if there were a bone in here. I want to make sure that gets cut too. That gets cooked as well completely. So, and so we're going to get some crispiness on the outside of these, and that's good. And some really mellow, savory, uh, moist herbs on the inside. So a variance of texture. I like that. So I feel that we're at maximum crispiness here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit and let any juices of the meat that are on the meat still soak back into the meat. But yeah, look at how much dripped off. So that's good. This I haven't seen this much oil drip off of a chicken uh, since like George Foreman, George Foreman grill. No, I've really. This kind of reminds me of. Do you remember how when everybody went crazy over panini makers and George Foreman grills and stuff like that? Yeah. Honestly, I'm excited because I hope it's going to save me a little bit of electricity if I can keep the light off. I think it's really fun to look at and watch it, like watching clothes spin in a dryer or something. Anyway, this has got to rest for a few minutes. Now the cooking's done. It needs to basically just sit, and I don't mind letting it sit in this oven. Uh, but yeah, it needs to rest before I cut into it. So here let's see. Yeah, that's good. The chicken is well rested. I've got two of the thighs, and it's got a crispiness. Like that's good. It's got a nice sheen because it's got a natural oil that comes out, but it also got crispy. I would feel like um, maybe these chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thigh. If the skin would have crisped up, if it had a skin on it, it would have really gotten crispy. But this is a habanero and cheddar blend, so I'm gonna enjoy that. And then I've got my soda. Let me have a bite of this real quick. Very, very well done, and there's delicious. And I don't mean like well done, well done. I mean it's like it's good. The moist herbs on the inside that have rolled into this have helped kept it have helped uh, has helped the chicken stay moist on the inside as well. Mm. Mm. A very delicious curry flavor, and this habanero cheese is delicious. If you want just a little bit, you want to kick it up, as I say, just a touch of a spice. That's great. Okay, this one is a winner. I actually like this better than the chicken leg, but ooh, that's a very spicy habanero. Um, but the chicken leg that I did with the breading and the way I did it the other day, that would, like I said, that would work as making a really good fricassee. But it also would have worked better if I had managed to get, yeah, if I had maybe put a little space in between the pieces of chicken. I overcrowded them. Uh, it worked though. It was good. These are better. I actually love thighs, not as much as I love chicken wings. Okay, so this is a winner all the way around. I want to show what the inside of this. It's got a lot of flavor throughout. This would be great if you were to have this, and then maybe if you wanted to do like if you didn't want just straight up cheese, you could do like a macaroni and cheese, or you could do something that has like a cream gravy. Uh, like I said, if you do like a it's good to have this. This is really good with if you wanted to do like a succotash. I don't like those types of vegetables, but some people do. This would be good to have with, um, you know, stewed okra. I don't like that. I really don't. But I know what this would pair with, even if I don't particularly care for certain things. But yeah, this is great. I'm telling you, it tastes delicious. And it's a wonderful blend of crispiness, well done thigh meat, and herbs. Can't go wrong with it. Okay, love and light, peace. Good night.